We know about the different operations of signals like addition, multiplications, and the subtractions, differentiations, integrations. So these things we have covered till now. Similarly also in the last class we have seen about the special type of signal is the impulse function. So we have seen the properties of the impulse function, which one is very important. So now let us see about the different classifications of signals. So due to the nature and the characteristics, we can broadly classify the signals into various types. So let us see first the classification of signals. So now what happens, we can classify the signals broadly into two types. So what are the class, we know already that two type classification are there. So one is broadly the signal can be classified into two types. So that are the continuous time signal and discrete time signal, right? So now what happens, this is the broad classification. Again what happens, these two type of signal can be classified into various types. So we will find there are 5 types of classifications. So again I'm repeating. So broadly the signals can be classified into two types, that is the continuous time signal and the discrete time signals. So continuous time means what happens, if for every instant of time a signal is defined, then we can tell that is a continuous time signal. For discrete time means what happens, if a signal is defined for the whole number of t, then we can find the discrete time signals. But now what happens, we want to see that these two signals can be classified. So what we can write now, so these two signals can be classified into 5 types. So which one is very important, because in every exam you can find the question depending upon this classification of signals, right? So let us see one by one classification. The very first classification is the very first classification is deterministic and random signal, right? The second classification is periodic and aperiodic signal. Similarly, coming to the third classifications, the energy and power signal. So we'll see one by one classification. So first one is deterministic, non-deterministic signal, periodic, aperiodic signal, energy, power signal. Next we can find the causal, non-causal signal, and the last classification is even and odd signal. So now again I'm telling, so signals broadly classified into two types. One is the continuous time and discrete time signal. Again what happens, both the continuous time and discrete time signal can be classified into various types. So what is the classification? Depending upon the nature of the signal, depending upon the properties of the signals, we can classify the signal into various types. So first one is deterministic and random signal. So we will see what is deterministic, what is random signal. Similarly, second type of classification, these are the one type of classification, right? Second type of classification is periodic and aperiodic signal. Third type of classification is energy and power signal. Fourth type of classification is causal, non-causal signal. And fifth type of classification, that is due to symmetry, is the even and odd signal. So we will discuss one by one classification. So let us discuss first the deterministic and random signal. So let us see the first classification of signal, right? So which one known is the deterministic and random signal. So we can write deterministic and random, or random can be known as the non-deterministic. So anyone can written as, this can be known as the non-deterministic. So we can, the classification may be named as the deterministic and non-deterministic signal, or you can tell that deterministic and random signal, right? So now see what happens. This is very simple thing only. So what is deterministic signal? So a signal exhibiting no uncertainty of its magnitude and phase. So let us see these things. First thing is the no uncertainty of its magnitude and phase at any instant of time is known as deterministic signal. So this is definition only. Again I am telling definition. So a signal exhibiting no uncertainty of its magnitude and phase at any instant of time is known as the deterministic signal. So now see, let what happens. Let I am giving simple example here. So let I am drawing a signal like this. So let I am drawing a signal like this. So which signal is this? This is a ramp signal, right? So we can write this signal is a ramp signal. So now see what happens. So when I am drawing a signal here, so as it is a ramp signal, so already I told you that the ramp signal is defined for the slope, right? So let I am writing like this: x1 of t, a into t. What is a here? This x1 of t can be known as the ramp signal. Same thing, the ramp signal. And what is a here? A is the slope of the signal, right? So now what happens? If I know, so let what the slope? Let I am writing like this only. So I am taking a equal to 1. I am taking a equal to 1. So x1 of t equal to t only. So t means what happens? The slope is equal to 1 here. 1 into t. Already I told you that 1 is the slope here. So 1 into t means slope. So if I am taking x axis 1, the y axis also 1. As the slope equal to 1. Similarly, what happens if I am taking the slope in x axis 2? What is the y axis? Same thing we can find 2. So now what happens? So if I will draw the signal here, so as the slope equal to 1, then what happens? If I will ask you what is the amplitude at time t equal to 100. At that time everyone can tell that as this slope is 1, we can tell that the amplitude or the y-axis must be 100, right? What I my question like this: if time t equal to 100 of this signal, then what is the amplitude at the time? Because this is the time axis, this is the amplitude axis, right? So we can tell that a slope equal to 1, the amplitude must be equal to 100. So how can you know these things? So in this case we are predicting the future value of the signal, right? So now what happens? What is the definition is that no uncertainty here. So always the signal is certain. So we can determine the amplitude at any instant of time for this type of signal. So as we are estimating, as we are predicting the future value of the signal, then what happens? The signal can be known as the deterministic signal. Again I am telling. So if the signal does not contain any uncertainty in its magnitude and phase, or we can tell that if the signal in the signal we can predict the future value, then the signal is known as the deterministic signal. Similarly, let I am writing the second example: x2 of t equal to a sin omega t. So what is sine? So everyone will know that what is sine. The sine signal is like this. So let I am writing the sine signal like this. Let I am writing. So now see what happens. At 0 the amplitude is 0. At pi the amplitude is 0. At 2 pi again the amplitude is 0. At 3 pi amplitude is 0. So if I will ask you what is the amplitude at 100 pi, you can easily tell that the amplitude will be 0, because for every instant of pi, what happens? The amplitude of the signal is getting 0. So now what happens? Without drawing the signal into 100 pi, I can tell easily that at 100 pi, at 99 pi, at 90 pi, the amplitude will be 0. Means what happens? I can predict the future value of the signal. There is no uncertainty. The signal has a regular shape. Then what happens? I can tell that the signal is deterministic signal. Whereas what is random signal? So let I am drawing a signal like this. So let I am drawing a signal like this. This is time. So I can tell the signal is like noise. In communication channel we can find this type of signal, this noise. So now what happens? for this type of signal we cannot predict any value because this is a random signal. At any instant of time any value can become, right? Again I'm telling, so as the signal, in the signal we cannot predict any future value, then what happens, we can tell that this is a random signal, right? So again I'm telling, random means in the signal where we cannot predict anything at any instant of time, means suddenly the signal will come, any value it can occur, any shape it can occur, then what happens, we can tell that the signal is a random signal. So the best example is we know about the ECG signals, right? ECG means that which signals are used for the heart. If you want to know that whether our heart is healthy or not, then we will go for the ECG or EEG, like this, the brain, like. So every ECG and EEG signals are random because the life is not in our hand, right? So the life can stop any moment, anything can be happen to our life. So we cannot predict that I can be alive after 2 hours, not certain, because the heart function may be stop at any moment of time due to, then what happens about in the case for the own man-made signal, like all the health system signals like ECG, EEG. So this type of signals all are the random signal, because at that type of signals what happens, or those type of signals we cannot predict anything. So we cannot give guarantee that I can be alive after 100 hours. No, because these are the all are the signals are controlled by, we can tell their God. So this type of signals we will go for the again non-deterministic or random signals. So simple, remember this thing that the noise, ECG, EEG, this type of signals are the random signal, whereas sine or your REM signals or any impulse signals, this type of signals will come under the deterministic signal. So this is the first classification. This is very easy classification. Again I am telling, deterministic means we can predict some value at the future. Non-deterministic or random means we cannot predict anything at any instant of time. So it will come instantly. These signals are known as the random signal or non-deterministic signals. So we'll go for the next classification is the periodic and aperiodic.